What's up, everyone? I hope everyone's doing amazing. So here I am inflating balloons in my bedroom because my daughter hates my balloon pumps, so I was trying to get as much done before she woke up. This was the day before the event. I am inflating, and then I will move on to clustering and then building my columns. So I wanted to show you guys how I cluster my balloons. I can show you better than I can tell you, so this is how I do it. My one piece of advice is to always use at least 6 balloons per cluster, but you can definitely use 8. And now I am creating columns, and all I do is take 2 clusters and tie them using the necks of the balloons. I love me a balloon wall, especially a balloon wall that does not require a stand. Usually I will ask my clients if they have a empty wall that I can apply, the balloons to. All I need for this is my balloons, of course, 2 60s, a hot glue gun, command hooks, and rubber bands. Of course, there's a ton of traffic on the day that I need to get there and get back within 2 hours because my baby was home waiting for me. But I used the time wisely. There was a huge big rig stuck in the middle of the Altamont, so yeah, but I'm finally in the Bay Area now. And I am just applying my command hooks. I took 2 columns and connected them on each cluster going vertically. That way I didn't have to go one by one attaching them to the wall. This made the process a little bit faster. This entire setup took me 1 hour and 13 minutes, and then including drive time, it was about 2.5, almost 3 hours that I was away from home. Here I am taking the clusters at the top and tying them together using the necks of the balloons, and I do this going all the way down and all the way across. You want to make sure that you're tying the necks of each cluster just to make sure that there's no holes, because they will be noticeable. To speed up the process, I prepped all my command hooks with hot glue and 260s at home, and I applied the adhesive to the backs of all of them. And here I am showing you how I tied all of the columns and clusters together, going all the way up. Balloon wall is 7 feet tall and about 8 feet, 8.5 feet wide. I used about 400 11-inch balloons, 50, probably like 40 18-inch balloons, and then I want to say about 200 to 300 5-inch balloons. Here I am connecting 2 columns together going vertically, and again I'm just tying all the clusters going up and down the columns so that they make one large column. And here I am connecting 2 columns together. And again, I am going my cluster and tying them by the necks. If there's anything you guys want to see in particular, let me know down in the comments, or if you have absolutely any questions, I'd be so happy to answer them. Just leave it down in the comments section and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. A little progress shot. If you do have a few holes that are showing up, don't worry about them. You can go in at the end and add your clusters. I usually just like to get the base of the balloon wall done and then work on filling in any big gaps later, along with the details. You can clearly see there's about 2 clusters missing at the top, right above where my head is right now. So what I'm going to do after is take 2 clusters of 6 and just plop that right there. overall, the base of my wall is pretty much done. I have a few clusters left over, so what I'm going to do is uncluster them and make them into filler quads, and go ahead and start filling in those gaps at the bottom. So I know why the picture is showing it reversed or backwards. In some shots it's because I was using my front camera and then I was also using my back camera. I like to do this so I can see what I'm doing and that I'm in the shot, but this is exactly how the balloon garland looked in real life. So my wall is looking a little bit crooked on the right hand side. So what I'm going to do is uncluster this cluster of 6 balloons, which gives me 3 dupes. So it's 3 dupes. And what I'm going to do is use a rubber band to connect them to the top side of the wall, and it kind of brings out the wall on the top right hand side and gives the illusion of it being a little bit straighter. And I'll also go ahead and rearrange some balloons to kind of bring it out to the right hand side more. And this balloon was super ashy, so I sprayed some balloon glow on it and it fixed the problem. And we're all done. I hope you enjoyed this balloon wall setup with me. I am not doing another balloon wall for a little while, so stay tuned for my upcoming events because you are going to love them.